Welcome back. In this session, we're going to discuss installing the software. Now, a lot of you might already have InDesign installed. If that's the case, you can skip this session, but I'm going to spend 2 sessions in explaining to you, firstly, how to acquire InDesign, also what Creative Cloud is, and then what Creative Cloud includes. So as you might know by now, InDesign was created by a company called Adobe, and you can access their site from adobe.com. That's ADOBE.com. Now, they've been around for about 22 years, and they are responsible for programs like Photoshop, Illustrator, and then of course InDesign. But they also have a lot more programs in their arsenal. They have over 20 applications, including mobile applications. So what do you do in order to acquire InDesign? When you go to the site, firstly, it will tell you that you can get a free trial for Creative Cloud. And that means you can go and experiment with all of those programs. And I will explain in the next session what is included. Now let's go and first have a look at the cost for InDesign. So under the Creativity and Design menu, you will find View Plans and Pricing. And it shows you all the applications that's available to individuals. Okay, there's a first starter plan, which is Photoshop and Lightroom for $10 a month. Now it works on a monthly basis. You're basically hiring the software for as long as you need it. Okay, then we've got the Creative Cloud All Apps option. And then down here you'll notice is InDesign. So InDesign can be, let's say, purchased or hired for about $21 per month. Okay, dependent on when you do this video, this price might change. Now, as you'll see in the next session, when we're designers and we work in InDesign, we are going to need Photoshop and Illustrator as well. You might already have knowledge of that, but if you don't, then you'll need to get into those. We call them the big 3. Now, if you add this up, 21 plus 21 plus 21, that's already $63. So they've given you a special year for all Creative Cloud apps, which includes all of these programs. So if you if you add all of them together, you'd be paying over, I think it's about $400 per month. So with this plan, you pay $53 and you get everything. So it's well worth considering, because then you can experiment with video design, you can experiment with character animator, with Premiere, with After Effects, all of these really, really cool applications, which I will show in the next session. Now there's different pricing plans as well. If you're a business, then the cost goes up slightly per license. If you're a student or a teacher, so if you're currently studying, or you're still at school, or you are teaching, and you can prove that with a registration certificate, then you can get all of those applications for $20 instead of the $53. So great special over there. Right, so what do we do once we have acquired the software? You'll of course click on Buy Now, and it will ask you to register, and it will ask for your credit card details for that debit order each month. And then it will give you a login with the installation of Creative Cloud, which will download and install. I'm going to just sign in here to my existing account. And when you do get your login, what you use the site for is actually like a dashboard. to your whole creative universe. And I'll explain that more in depth in the next session. Okay, now when Creative Cloud installs, there's three very important things that happen. Firstly, of course, you've got the site, which is your main account. Then a desktop program will install on your computer, and it looks like this. From here, you control which programs is installed on your computer. So there's the desktop applications, there's all of them because I've got the full Creative Cloud. Then there's the mobile applications, which you can install from the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store. And then there's the web applications. Okay, so more on those as well in the next session. So on the desktop, you need to install each program separately. Okay, and they normally take about 10 to 20 minutes to install. So on yours, if you haven't installed InDesign yet, you'll see next to it over here, it will say install. If you're running the trial version, it will say there try. Okay, and once you have that installed, you can click on open and start your InDesign journey. Something else, as I mentioned, that happens on the computer is you will have on your file structure all of a sudden Creative Cloud files. Now it looks similar to Dropbox. Okay, there's my Dropbox with all of our client accounts. And how does Dropbox work? Every file in all the folders is saved in the cloud as well as on your computer. So Creative Cloud does the same thing. It creates a folder, and whichever folders you put in here is saved to the cloud for your use. And what's nice about it is you can also then share those folders with anybody else that's got a Creative Cloud account. All right, so that's it. That's the basics of installing the software. Once you have installed it, I want you to go and open the program and get it ready for when we dive into InDesign. Right guys, I will see you in the next session where we will be looking at all the magic, all the programs that is included in Creative Cloud. See you soon.